Teeth are red, guys. Yeah, it darkens my teeth. But I've cut down on my drinking. But yeah, it is a Friday, so I drink Fridays now only.
Oh, well done to you.
Ah?
I said, well done to you.
Oh, CA. Yeah, well, she's got no morals, Pearl. I hate to say it. So, it doesn't matter about any of that. She sits on zero morals. It's quite embarrassing. Right, we've got the interview. Guys, everyone share. There's 2.2k on here. Everyone get sharing immediately and go to Pearls and tell everybody the interview's starting, if you don't mind. Get those Pearls out there immediately.
Why Pearl? I thought you didn't like Pearl.
Yeah, apparently, no, I don't like Pearl, but apparently she's got a bit of drama there, so I'm just telling people to go into the comments and tell everyone to come here now.
Oh, okay.
And take their names down, make sure you get them blocked if they don't come.
Okay.
Right, shall we wait 2 minutes to get all the viewers in before we start?
Yeah, I can do, then I can have a little bit of a smoke then.
I have to look a bit professional. Bear with me though, I've had a bit of wine, and because I'm only drinking Fridays, it's affected me. I'm only drinking one bottle, which is only 10%, which is less than an actual bus ball.
You don't seem too drunk. I was quite worried.
No, I just feel tipsy. I just feel tipsy. But then, like I said, it's because I'm not really drinking a lot anymore.
Yeah.
I can't see out these glasses, I'm not going to lie, so I'm going to have to do that to be able to see.
Why put them on then?
No, because I want to look professional. I just don't want to have black teeth because of the wine. So should we start at 5 past 3 minutes? So just
go on.
People in. Oh, 1 sec.
Are the prescription glasses?
Yeah.
You can get ones that aren't from like Amazon.
Huh?
You can get ones that aren't from Amazon.
These aren't from Amazon.
No, but I mean you can get ones that haven't got like lenses in. So
right.
It's normal.
Yeah, I don't usually wear them, to be fair, but I just wanted to look a little bit professional for the interview. Do you know what I mean? So I'll be like going like this when I'm reading the questions. So I've got, it will last about an hour and a half. Are you okay with that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you don't want to answer the questions, just say no
comment,
and I'll move on to the next one.
Absolutely.
Angie, I can't coat. You can't coat my glasses. And don't forget, all M's aside, give me a follow, and all my side, give M's a follow.
Thank you.
Yeah, what could possibly go wrong? I don't know. We're going to start in 2 minutes, right? But you okay though, M's?
Mhm.
Oh. Why did you say you're sweating?
I'm nervous. I don't know what you got for plans.
They're not that savage. I'm not going to lie. They're actually quite nice. Yeah, they're not bad. But like I said, just say no comment. I feel like I'm on TV, Oh, I forgot my little poster. Someone did a poster for me. This is your life. Oh, can I put it up? How do I put it up?
How many questions you've got for me?
How many questions? I have about 20. How do I put the... I can't put the poster up in a box, I suppose, can I? Damn it. Well, I should be able to, actually, couldn't I?
Maxine, thank you.
Does anyone know how to do that?
Green screens, people are saying?
Green screen. Yeah, I don't know where the green screen is on this. Oh, here we go. I've got it. Green screen. That one. This is your life. Yeah.
It sounded like before. This is our life.
Huh?
There now it says that this is our life.
This is our life. No, yeah. This is your life. This is your life. And it's orange because obviously it's the cold. Okay, right. We've got 1 minute, guys, to get everybody here. It's got 2.7k. Guys, everyone give myself a follow and Em's a follow as well. Oh. How come you're nervous?
Don't know, just now. Because I've no idea what the fuck you're going to ask me.
Yeah, do I look a bit strange today, don't I? No, like I said, just say no comment on any of the questions I've asked. I got about 22 questions or something like that. Right. Okay, should we get on then?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
So, Ems, this is your life. Okay. Question one is a bit of an easy one. The NJ host actually he interviewed me. He asked me these are quite easy. So you just need to pick who you prefer. Bear in mind, guys, I've had a wine. I'm now cutting down alcohol and I'm a bit tipsy. So, Torian or Top Girl?
What do you mean?
Who do you prefer? You just got to pick a name.
Say it again.
Torian or Top Girl?
Torian, I don't know Top Girl.
Oh, we love Torian. Delusive Angie or Pearl?
Delusive Angie.
EQ or CLA?
EQ.
Corey or Dan? Do you know Toxic Dan?
I'm not too familiar with him, so I wouldn't even say Corey. Actually, none.
Oh, okay. Miss Red or Luke?
None.
You got to pick one. If you have to pick, who would it be? That's exactly.
I know Miss Red's fucking said things. I really don't want to be saying Luke, so it's gonna have to be Miss Red.
Oh, okay.
I know, but I can't stand Luke.
Yeah. Court Assassin or Loopy Laura?
Loopy Laura.
Okay, so that's question one. So let's go on to question two. I can't see out these goddamn glasses. I'm not going to do like this. Right. How would you describe, and like I said, you can say no comment. How would you describe your childhood?
It was alright, it was good, you know. Ups and downs. Fucking hell. It's going a bit deep now, isn't it? Itch.
That's the first, that's only the second.
Without saying too much, you know, so I've moved around a lot, moved schools, moved homes, having to make new friends, getting bullied in school, getting pushed down fucking flights of stairs and this, that and the other. Okay. As for at home, it was okay, you know, I got what I wanted, well not what I wanted, I didn't have to ask for nothing. You get what I mean?
Yeah. Who pushed you down the stairs?
There's someone in school, you know, she was a massive bully. And the school didn't do nothing about it. So then we had to go to the police about it, and then the police ended up speaking to the parents and the child in question. But then a couple of months later, I ended up moving again. So I was constantly on the move all the time.
Would you say you're bullied at school?
Yeah. Yeah, and because you're moving around so many times, you don't get to build friendships. Because once you do build a friendship, it's taken away from you because you're going to somewhere else. And it's not in the same area. You're going from different areas, different schools. So just say going from Liverpool to Manchester to Skelmersdale, back to Liverpool, so it's always moving.
Yeah. How come you moved a lot?
No idea. No idea. Some of them were to do with maybe breakups with family and stuff like that, if that makes sense. Not going too much into it. And then we'd have to obviously up and move again.
Yeah.
And other times it was just because I wanted to move. Not me personally, but I was too young for that. Yeah.
Did you have a nice relationship with your mum?
Yeah, 100%.
And like I said, you can say no comment. But do you see your mum?
It's always been me and mum.
Oh, that's nice.
So, yeah. I do see her, you know, it is what it is.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you see it often?
Not as often as what I would have. I don't know. Not as often as what I possibly like, but then sometimes, it's like busy. I wouldn't say busy life because I'm not really that busy, am I? But we do go out for breakfast once every couple of months.
Yeah.
I'll always pay for that as well. She's done so much for when I was younger. So now because I've got a bit of money behind me, it's sort of like my turn to sort of treat her in a way, which is nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love the bones of her,
Oh yeah. That's good. That's good.
Never moved back in with her though. Because once that happens, fucking hell.
Yeah.
It's like two people with a similar personality, and then you're both at each other's throats, which is why I moved out in the first place, because we weren't really getting along as what we should have been doing.
Yeah, you're probably closer now that you've moved out. Oh.
Yeah, definitely, 100%.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Okay. Okay, let's move on anyway from you. And is there anything else you want to add about your childhood?
No, that's it. I've got a photo if you want to see.
Okay. Would you say you had a troubled? I mean, you said it was quite good towards your mum, but would you say you had a troubled childhood though? Apart from
there's certain things that I won't go into, and you know that. But it was okay.
Yeah.
Apart from moving schools, moving the houses, and constantly getting bullied in school, not being able to make friends, because whenever you did make a friend, you'd move again.
Yeah.
Which was quite hard. And I think that's why now I sort of struggle to make friends.
Yeah. Let's see that photo then. I'm going to take these glasses off, guys. I'm sorry. I just can't see out them. Bear in mind, guys, I've had it. Oh, how old were you then?
No idea. I don't know, maybe. Fuck knows. No idea. What they are. That was me as a child.
But did you ever, in your childhood, did you have a close relationship with your mum? You did the normal things when when you were a child. Apart from, I know that you moved about a bit and you don't know why you moved about a bit, but did you do normal things like a child would do?
Yeah, it was always normal. I mean, I never got to go on abroad holidays, but not every child gets to go on holiday abroad.
Yeah.
I used to do Morris dancing.
Oh.
So I'd go there for my training, and then on a Sunday I'd go to Wales or wherever and do competitions and stuff like that.
Yeah. Oh, lovely. Okay, should we go on to the next question then? So what did you do before TikTok? Before your Facebook days?
Same shit, different day, innit?
Yeah.
So
did you work?
I have done, but that was years and years and years ago.
Yeah. What did you do?
I was a nursery assistant.
Oh.
Yeah. Bit of a fucking change, innit?
That's a huge change.
Absolutely. But then from there, I was with someone at the time, and then I become anorexic. I developed anxiety, depression on top of that, and then I went on the sick.
Yeah.
Got,
what caused it?
Like that.
Was there a cause of that? Your eating disorder and the depression?
I think it was moving out of my own home that me and mum lived in. So I moved out, got my own property, and then I was with someone at the time, and then I went into like a DV relationship as well that lasted about 3 years. And then so all that like spiraled out of control, and for me to take some control back, I just didn't eat at all. I think the longest that I went without was over a month, just over a month. And then when something happened, it was the silliest of things that happened. It broke the relationship, and that's when my mum gave me a hug, and then she felt my spine, and then she burst out in tears because I don't think she realised like how underweight I actually was at that time.
Yeah. Did you get help for that?
Yeah, so there's a place next door. So within like a week of all that happening, of like getting rid of him, the police turning up, this, that, and the other. I got housed into this place here, and right next door is a place called SWACA. It's Sefton Women's and Children's Aid. So it helps support women and children that have been through domestic violence. So I got a lot of counselling from there, which put a lot of things in perspective. You know, for like.
Do you still struggle with eating?
I wouldn't say I struggle with eating, but it's always there in the back of your mind.
Yeah.
And it's like when I look in the mirror, I feel like a whale. I feel like I'm like that. I know I'm not.
Into a magical mirror. One of those things.
I know I'm not. And like, I look at my BMI and stuff like that, and I'm just on the normal bit, which is good.
Well, that's why they say to when you weigh yourself. Well, when they weigh you, when you get help, they weigh you backwards, so you don't actually look. You know,
I've never been weighed backwards, but I've always been told to just look up or forward instead of down. I did used to have scales. I've had loads of scales. I'll go out, go buy a pair of scales. After a couple of weeks, I'll have to bin them because I'm constantly on the scales. I fucking weigh myself like 2 or 3 times a day, and that's not normal.
Yeah.
So I've been the scales like about a year ago, and I've never looked back. And I just eat what I want now.
Yeah, that's good.
But I think also if I was to get into a relationship, I'd go right back down and then I'd stop eating again, which is not good. So I prefer to like be on my own, and then that way I can do what I want.
You get sometimes when you get a bit depressed or down, does it kick in then? Sometimes when you just don't want to eat.
Yeah, I do have days where I don't eat nothing at all. And I just come on and I drink alcohol, but I think that's sometimes because I forget to eat.
Yeah.
Or maybe a bit of laziness and I can't be asked to cook, possibly.
Yeah. Thank you for this. Do you drink alcohol for confidence? Because you're quite a shy person. You do tell people you are quite shy, and you do come across quite shy. Is that for confidence on TikTok?
I think it's, unless I know you, like, properly, yeah, I am sort of, like, held back, a bit reserved. A little bit shy, yeah. Sorry, what was the question?
Do you drink to build your confidence up? I mean, if you went on TikTok, do you...
For TikTok, then yeah, possibly. I do, yeah. But then it's also to forget about all of the shit that's going on. And it's like, I don't give two fucks what happens, you know, like with my life. So,
Yeah.
if I pass away because of alcohol, then so be it.
Yeah. I get that. I do get that. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't feel like I've got anything here to, you know, like people more, apart from Tracy.
Yeah. Oh. You know what? I do understand where you're coming from. But can I ask you a question? Do you feel that TikTok has ruined your mental health?
100%. Absolutely.
And the next question is, why do you stay on TikTok?
Because without TikTok, then what else would I do? Because I'd just be, I know I'm still stuck in this flat, but what else would I have to do? I'd be in bed all day. I wouldn't have the motivation to get up, to get a shower, to even cook, clean. I'd just stay in bed. At least I know, right, I'm going on TikTok, 9 p.m. tonight. I'll get up, I'll clean up, obviously take Faith out, blah blah blah. You know, I'll go get a shower, wash my hair, dry my hair, straighten my hair, put my makeup on, put fresh clothes on, make my bed, and stuff like that.
Yeah. I mean, you do have you still, you have a lot of support here. Do you speak to people off TikTok?
Yeah,
Like a support network?
I speak to a few people. A support network is in like what, professionals? I don't really speak to professionals.
No, not professionals. Like not professionals, friends.
I do have a few friends, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's.
I've also got, yeah.
Yeah.
So, like, I think lately as well, you know, I've been going out a lot more, because like since COVID's been coming down, we've been going out to like Blackpool, Alton Towers. We'll go out in town drinking.
Is that a friend of yours? Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's good. Yeah. Do you feel like you've changed a lot because you used to get about 4 to 5K, and you're not getting those views anymore? But do you feel it's because you've changed your behaviour and people are watching you because of you bringing them?
I think at the time that I used to really get like 4 or 5K when like a random person was in the flat, or people that like males. That's the only time that I get like 4,000 or 5,000 people, or unless I was fucking bawling my eyes out on social media and then doing certain things to myself. That's the only reason why I got those sort of views. Otherwise, without that, it'd be like 1,000, 1.5 or something.
Yeah, I remember once you had about 30K, no, 23K, I think you had, and that was the guy you met at the bus stop.
It was 30 odd.
Was it 30K?
Yeah,
I
remember, Angie, because you kept on ringing me. I'm like, leave me alone. Fucking hell.
Oh, I actually phoned the police.
But you know, though, like that night, is that why the police came round then? Because you rang them?
Well, no, they said to me because I didn't have an address for you.
I'm not one of these.
No, it wasn't because I didn't have your address, and I just said, "What do I do?" Because I wanted advice from the police because I was a little bit, with what I was seeing, and they said there was nothing they could do without an address. So I can't remember what they said now, but it wasn't because of me as to why they turned up. Oh shit! It wasn't nothing to do with me. I did phone them because I had a concern.
You rang the police,
but I didn't have your address.
Came round.
Believe it or not, and
also. Like, you had Corey travelling 4 hours down, and no, he didn't travel because of what was happening. He had a meeting the next day in Liverpool anyway, but what I didn't realise is that the Hardys, just was sat in the next street.
Yeah, that's right, they came out.
I didn't realise that until Corey said.
Yeah. I remember that, yeah. And I think other people did call the police because they were worried that, they didn't do it out of malice. I don't know, maybe some people did. But however, I think, and that goes to show how much love you do, you do have.
But the fact that nothing was happening, what would people, like, what reason would people have to ring the police over that situation? Because I
I don't know if you remember, Ems, but you did put up an article, or somebody put up an article that he was a convicted rapist?
But a lot of people put up a lot of articles, and there's a chain of it now. So you've got fucking Robert as well. They put up things about Robert. And even that Haley Comet made a video about Robert as well, saying, "Oh yeah, he's this, he's that. Here's the article."
She doesn't have a clue, Haley Comet. Yeah, she doesn't have a clue.
And also they're saying about this random stranger.
I mean, that was it. He had also had a tag on his leg. That's why. So everyone was like, "Why has he got a tag on his leg?"
I didn't see the tag until he came here.
Oh. But I will be asking you that question. Shall I go into the next question though? Here, let me see. Here, do you cause reactions for views? No, yeah. And do you really get drunk, or is it an act?
Of course, to get drunk,
No.
Right. So here's an example, and a lot of people thought it was fake. If there was one situation on the bed, and the ambulance had bashed my door down. It came in, manhandled me, fucking dragged my legs down. Woo! Hello! I was gone. When I did finally wake up, yes, I was rude to them, but you just woke me up out of a fucking deep sleep. You're in my home. I don't know who you are. You know?
Yeah.
I don't ever pretend that I'm drunk. But you can go from 0 to 100 in fucking seconds, and then from 100, fucking back to normal. And I think you know that as well.
See, what I think is, I don't think it's an act, but I think a lot, not maybe a lot, but some of what you do is for views.
I wouldn't say not for the police and ambulance.
You know, when you meet strangers off the street and then you bring them back, that I think is for views.
Yeah.
But that will be, I was going to ask you, that is.
Yeah.
I was just going to say, what's my next question? So people say so you bring back men to the kitchen. So people say that the men you bring back to the kitchen are vulnerable. Yeah.
But then if these people were that vulnerable, the fucking door's right there.
Yeah.
I know it's hard to believe, but I am classed as vulnerable.
Yeah, but my question is, so people say that you bring them back to the kitchen, and they are vulnerable, and that you use them. Is it for content, or do you plan it? Do you actually tell these men that you bring back to the kitchen that you on TikTok and you're doing it for views?
There's not actually that many people that I've brought back, like random strangers that I've brought back. Half of the people have been through TikTok and stuff like that, and people that have messaged me or come into my box. And so Robert, he came into my box. He wanted to speak to me. He wanted to come to mine. There's only been a handful of people that have been random strangers.
But do you feel that these men are not victims that people say that they are, because there is a door, and they may come back again? So you've come back again, you're not exactly taking them hostage. There's an
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay, let's go on to the next one here. Right. So that was one. So what? Also, one of the questions: what's the reason behind you inviting the men into your kitchen? You said, did you say it was for views? But were you craving something, or was it purely content? But
100% content, because if it was something else rather than content,
yeah,
then for the whole duration,
yeah.
I'd come off, wouldn't I? So the likes of the man at the bus stop, that was, as soon as he entered my flat, I had my live on straight away. When he left, my live was still on. There's no in between of getting it on in the fucking bedroom or anything like that. It is all for content. Yeah.
It's just because I do remember you saying it's because you do get lonely at times. So it's nothing to do with that.
Lonely in what way though? Because it's not in that way. Fucking bedroom way.
Yeah.
Lonely in like, you know.
So what made you transition from Facebook to TikTok?
Music.
Music?
So there's a copyright on Facebook, and I think it's still there now. So when you're live on Facebook, you're not allowed to play music that's copyrighted. So like the radio and stuff like that, or what I used to play back then was Angie Whitby. Couldn't play it. Used to get violation after violation. So then I got sick of that, and then I had to move on to TikTok because there was no other platform that I knew to go on to. And you know me, I fucking love my music.
Yeah.
And that's the only reason. It's got nothing to do with like money and nothing like that.
Yeah.
I used to get grants anyway because like there was some person and he used to send like £500 or £1,000 into my account.
Yeah.
Every month or so.
Yeah. Okay, let's go to the next question then. So you
might as well go back on Facebook. I get more money.
We'll have all the cash. So your real name is Sarah. Why do you call yourself Ems?
It was through like Facebook, and the very first time that I went live, it was on Facebook because someone blocked that person, please. It was from Facebook. And because I was so scared of people or a certain person recognising and finding out where I am and watching me and this, that and the other, I got given an account. And it was Emma. I don't have a child. I have never been pregnant. I've showed me NHS records and there is no other way for me to prove to all these people that
you don't have a child.
Yeah. And then people
but people believe it.
Saying, go get a doctor's letter. What do you want to say to a doctor? You're alright, doctor. I'm sorry, I'm on TikTok. Can you write me a letter up for a TikTok live stream to tell them that I've not had a child, please? I can't do that.
It's funny what people believe on TikTok, isn't it? It's crazy. It really is crazy. Yeah. I know that you've said you can't have kids. How do you feel about that?
I'm not asked.
Yeah, so you don't want kids?
I'm not bothered at all. Yeah. I like to drink. I like to smoke. And it is what it is.
Yeah. Okay, right. What would you change in life if you could? If you could go back in time, what would you change?
Coming on TikTok. Going on Facebook.
Do you feel now that you're on TikTok, like you said, it's a bit of an addiction, and also, like you said, it's people to talk to, isn't it?
The addiction, it's not there for me no more. So the love that I had for live streaming, it's not there no more. It's gone.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I couldn't give two hoots about TikTok or Facebook. I only come on because, it's something to do, people to talk to. For me, like I said, to get out of bed and at least, I'm here, I've got something to do.
Yeah. Do you still come on all day?
No, not every day. Not every day. I think I came on like 4 times this week. I know that still seems like a lot. But then I think maybe like last week I was off like 3 times. And then when I was down in Hull, I think I came on like a handful of times whilst I was there for 3 weeks.
Do you think it changed with having was it your mod in the box and you'd said something to her about a DV? Was it a DV or essay? I think it might have been. I'm not.
It's got nothing to do with that, not at all.
Yeah.
I mean, as nasty as it sounds, I know I'm very sorry for what I did say, but it's a fucking random stranger that I've never met before. I don't give two hoots about a random stranger that I've never met before. And that's that for me. I know I shouldn't have said what I said, but equally, that person should never have told me something like that, knowing full well that I can get really, really drunk and I can just say something without even like thinking about it, if that makes sense. Yeah.
I mean, but it's not an excuse, but it's a reason. When you've had a bit to drink, it changes your personality, changes who you are.
It's still not right for me to have said what I said. And I do, I do fully regret what I did say. Yeah. And I did, and I know it will never make any changes, but I did a private message and give her a full apology. Yeah. I know it's not going to make anything better.
But people need to realise that the people keep saying it's no excuse, but when you get drunk, you sound on media. You could have, a lot of people say shit in clubs, pubs.
We've all said a lot of things. We've all said the most on this app, and I think that is by far the worst thing that I've ever said.
And are you sorry for that?
100%. 100%.
I mean, you don't have to care. Like you said, it's a complete stranger, but you are sorry for it.
Yeah, I am sorry for what I said. Yeah, I am.
Because people in the comments are saying you're not sorry. I think she's trying to just say she's sorry for it, but
no, I am.
If she doesn't know that.
She didn't deserve me to out something like that. Regardless of who she is or what she is to me and whether we've met or not, which we haven't, but it still was never right for me to say something like that.
Do you think you've fallen off the app? I mean, there's 3.1k in here now, but do you think you've fallen off?
I wouldn't class it as falling off. I'd class it more as I'm trying to do better. I'm trying to
just put in the comments from Julia, Ems, I hope you get great. You might want to block that one there.
The mods should do it, I think.
Yeah. Right, okay.
What was that question? Sorry.
I forgot. No, it's just saying have you fallen off?
Oh yeah.
Do you think you've fallen off?
The fact that I'm not getting people in my flat no more, the fact that I'm not being loud and being this crazy person.
Yeah.
I'm not getting too drunk. If people were here for the drama, people were here for the police, the ambulance coming around, people were here for watching me invite Uber drivers round. And all that stuff, fall off the chair and this, that and the other.
Do you think you put yourself at risk, inviting complete strangers into your house?
I do now, but back then I didn't realise that, and I know a lot of people told me time and time again, but I just didn't realise that at that time, but I do now. And I think now, because I'm not giving people what they want, now I'm classed as boring. And it's either I can be boring and be good and be on the straight and narrow for myself.
Yeah.
Or I can spiral out of control. I can be at rock bottom for you guys and the views.
Yeah, and hurting yourself.
Yeah, exactly. I've not done that on a live stream for months and months and months. I'd probably say about 5 or 6 months now, possibly longer, that I've not done that on a live stream.
Yeah.
And I think it's great.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
But then if that means that I fell off, then it means I fell off, isn't it? It is what it is. I'm happy to sit here on 600 views some nights. At least I'm not getting trolled. At least I'm not in the drama. And I'm not hit myself.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I totally agree. So the next question is, can I talk on this? I'm not too sure. You can say no comment. Did Rob really change his will and leave you everything?
No. Absolutely not.
Did you know? Did you put that? Did you say that? Did you in our live?
Yeah, said it numerous of times on live stream, and Rob sat there and agreed with me. It was literally just a fucking banter on social media. That never ever happened, and I would never expect him to do anything like that anyway.
Yeah. That's quite funny. Oh, I'm going to ask another one. Did Sean really shit in the shower?
Absolutely.
Did he?
Oh, Angie, we all seen it.
Did he not have gone to the toilet?
No, there was live stream evidence. It's not about like, oh yeah, he could have gone to the toilet. He was absolutely paralytic drunk. He weed himself whilst standing there, apparently like 2 or 3 times. I told him, because he was staying at mine for the night, and I said to him, if you're staying in my bed, you're going to have to get a shower. He was like, no. I said, well, yeah, go home then. I'll ring the taxi. Oh no, I'll get in the shower, get a shower. He got a shower. Came out the shower. I went into the shower, well, to the toilet to go for a pee. I could smell it. I seen it. Okay, I fucking marched straight back into here and I got my phone. And I started screaming at him, you better clean this up. Still cleaning it properly. And you know, the next day, so he still stayed at mine. And the next day, I had a massive hangover. And all you want to do when you've got a massive hangover is sleep it off.
Yeah.
I smelled shit in my bed as well. There was fucking skid marks in my bed from Sean Saunders. So I couldn't even go to sleep. After he left, I couldn't go to sleep.
How does it get on the wall though, you know, when he was in the shower? Because if you've got, you know, diarrhea, just...
I don't know, I'm not sure. Maybe he's fucking gone like and fucking tried to catch it, who knows? Because it was all over my shower head and everything.
Oh, God. I don't think...
On the tiles as well. It was everywhere. No idea how.
You have to clean it up then.
I did, yeah. With my new fucking steam cleaner that he bought me. I've been that as well.
I don't know how he showed his face after he'd done that. Oh, right. What's your most memorable moment on TikTok, and do you have any regrets?
Moments or moments?
Memorable. What's your memorable moment on TikTok?
We're #1 in the weeklies.
Oh, that was amazing, actually. Yeah, that Brett boy was there at the time, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. How much money did you make on that?
15,000.
Wow. That's not a lot when you think that the weeklies back then was for the whole week.
Yeah, it wasn't actually a lot back then compared to some other people's scores, but
yeah,
I don't know how it was. Maybe just like my week, possibly. No idea. I think I finished on a 3.5 or 3.6 million diamonds, which was £15,000 roughly, or just over.
Crazy. Yeah. And is that what you raised the tax man then? Was that Corey? Because I wouldn't listen to him. He reported me to the bloody tax man.
Yeah. So I confided in Corey, and yeah, he fucking got me into the tax man.
He done the same to me, but however, he didn't, because I was already in contact with the tax man. He gave me bad advice to then dob me in. You know,
Did he say the same thing that he told me and to...
He did the same thing to you. What's wrong with this man?
Did he say to you to take half your money out and hide it under your bed?
No, what he said to me is just pay 2 months of the tax, because even though I owed a couple of years, he said, "Oh, don't worry about it. Just pay 2 months of your tax. As long as you're paying it, that's fine." That's what he said when I owed 2 years. So, but I didn't take it as his advice. I actually phoned the tax man myself to find out, and that's when they said, "No, you've got to pay those 2 years back." Yeah, so pretty much, and then he dobbed me in to say that I won't pay my tax because he thought I'd listened to him, and I didn't. And I'm glad I didn't. So he done the same thing to you in a different way, though. Basically said, do this, and then dobbed you in.
The guy just, if you ever got a problem, then go to Corey. Because he will help you.
Oh, yeah, he's the biggest snitch.
You go for a toilet break.
Oh, yeah, of course. I'm going to get some of my gum anyway. I'll entertain your I'll entertain everyone. Get the fucking gifts in now. Immediately! How dare you sit there and not send no gifts? We've got like a 2-minute interval. Ems has gone to the toilet. Now get the gifts in immediately. Now! No one's gifting. Why is no one gifting? You don't have to send them to me. You can send them to Ems. Either person. Now! And don't forget to give me a follow. We have all Ems' followers. And all the cult, go and give Ems a follow as well, guys. What have I got next? I've got to look at my questions, guys. Oh. I mean, obviously I can't talk about Ems' dog or family, okay, which I'm not going to do.
Why would you ask about fate?
Hmm?
I said, why? What would you want to ask about fate?
No, just letting people know, just so you know, I'm not talking on faith here with the family.
You gotta have faith.
Alright. Do we go to the next question? Yeah, let me know. Do you want to have a little break for 2 minutes, or are you okay?
Yeah, can we have a 2-minute break?
Yeah, we'll have a little 2 minute. We've got about 7 more questions, I think.
Been going on for fucking 50 minutes.
Yeah, it's been a while. Let's have a little break, guys. Let's have a little. Guys, don't forget the gifts. Everyone
I've got a drink of coos, I've got a smoky smoke.
Yeah, have a smoke one.
Fucking low in time.
Yeah. When you do come on, do you have a little bit of alcohol, do you?
Say that again.
You have a bit, are you drinking it now?
I am now, yeah.
Yeah. Have you cut down a little bit? Or you still, is it the same?
No, I wouldn't say it's the same because I don't get as drunk as what I used to.
Yeah.
So usually I have like 2 drinks before I go live. But I'll start drinking from like 6 p.m. Bearing in mind that I go live at 9. Those 2 drinks that I have will last me 3 hours.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And sometimes I'm just starting my 2nd drink when I do go live.
Well, that's good.
Because I think lately I can't hack it.
Yeah.
I've ended up like being sick and stuff like that every time I have a bit of a drink. I'm sick on some days, which I find a bit weird. Maybe it's just too much fucking alcohol, isn't it?
Yeah, maybe too much. But did you get help for the alcohol? You know, you said you'd reached out to a doctor.
It was like a clinic thing for alcohol and drugs and stuff like that. I forget what it's called. And yeah, I did reach out to them, but then when people on TikTok are ringing up cancelling my appointments, I give up.
Oh. Was that?
Yeah.
Okay.
CPL it's called.
Yeah.
People started ringing up.
Yeah. Got a few more questions. I've got to ask you this one when you're ready. When you finish the cigarette, I've got to ask you that one. This is about Rickster. I need to know.
I don't feel like I'm dependent on alcohol.
No, I'm not either. Do you think you're a binge drinker? Just, you can just go without some days.
Yeah, I know a lot of people think that I drink every single day, but when I'm not on TikTok, I don't drink. When I'm on my own, I don't drink. It's when I know that I'm going on TikTok, I'll have a drink, 2 drinks before I go live, and I'll start drinking on the live as well.
Yeah.
But I never used to be like that. I know back on Facebook days, I when it was consistent, the live streams, I'd still used to drink. But I mean, on TikTok, I'd be able to go live and not have a drink. And people would think, it's just so much better for not having a drink. When I got the weeklies, so for the majority of that week, I didn't drink.
Yeah.
I know I can do it. I just choose not to. Go on, Rickster.
Rickster? Okay. Did you really sleep with Rickster?
On my faith's life, 100%. Now, not like, how can I say this without like getting
Spell it out if you need to. If you can't say it on here.
What had happened, and so like I was on TikTok. He didn't want me to drink as much, so he didn't want me to get like drunk, and then he wanted me to come off the live. I put him in my bedroom, put a TV on and that. I said, watch what you want. I had a little seat thing that went out into like a single bed on the floor. And I just laid on that on the phone to a moderator. He was telling me to go into the bedroom and watch a film with him, blah, blah. I don't bite. That's what he said, I don't bite.
Yeah.
I don't think he realised that I was on the phone to a fucking moderator. So I went into the bedroom to watch this film. I put my phone sort of under the bed. I had a different bed at the time, not the one that I've got now. So I sort of put my phone under the bed. And I'm thinking, fucking hell, what the fuck, and if you start going like that, and you know what that leads to. And then we did like start 2. You didn't fucking finish or anything like that. I felt so uncomfortable, like really uncomfortable. I had to stop it. And I think from that, his fucking ego got hurt. I think he felt a bit embarrassed, and then that's why he left that night.
Is that because he couldn't get it? Are you saying that he couldn't get it?
No, but when that, I just felt uncomfortable. I felt genuinely uncomfortable. I'm not sure why. I don't usually feel uncomfortable.
Yeah, but did you get to the bed undressed? Did you get to that bit yet? Did you take your clothes off?
Well, usually I keep my top on and I can take my bottoms off. And yeah, we got to that point. We got to the point where it went, whoop. We got to that point.
Oh, and then you felt uncomfortable and said no.
Yeah, basically, stop.
Right, and
But then apparently Talia has said that I don't know, Rickster's done a test. Lie detector test.
Yeah.
No, he hasn't. No, he has not. And if he did do a lie detector test, they're not asking the fucking questions, right? I could do a lie detector test.
Yeah.
And I'll fucking pass it with flying colours. 100%. 100%.
There's basically like Eternity said, a little dip in and out.
I felt well uncomfortable.
Yeah. And then the next question was
This way though, like, so he's invited me to go in my bedroom to watch a film on my TV, to then fucking do things like that. Me feeling uncomfortable, me going back into the living room. It's gonna fucking hurt him. He must have felt embarrassed
yeah.
that I've stopped it and gone back into the living room. I was on the phone to one of my moderators at the time.
Yeah. Oh my God. That's funny. So, and the next question is, which has been discussed quite a lot on TikTok. Well, not now, at the time. Was it big?
No.
Because I remember you going,
Yeah. So every time it comes into my life, we always do that emoji. I wouldn't say it was, but Talia sent me a lovely, kind message. Not basically telling me how good he is and how big it is and this, that, the other. So I've still got the message there actually. But should it?
I can't cope.
I wonder if I can get it up.
What's that? Let me come over. What? Happenings. All right. Okay, right. Okay. What about John Shields? Did you sleep with him?
No.
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 He's GAY, isn't he?
Yeah, but then now there's two sides to the story here, and John fucking twisted it and put it onto me, but it wasn't. It was a time when we went out into town and we were both absolutely fucking bladdered. I came back home. I was on live stream. I was in bed. I couldn't move. The phone was literally right there in front of me, but I didn't have the energy to move. I asked John, can you please turn it off? And then John wanted to do things and I said, no John, you're not thinking straight. I'm not in the right frame of mind. I'll talk about it tomorrow.
Right. Oh, okay. That was it. That was it. Right. What's the next question? You know, you've had people come to your house, so you have been, people have made threats. How do you feel about that? Does that scare you?
But that random strangers come to mind.
Yeah, you had a few stalkers sitting in the car and
people have got to get through a door and a door. So you've got to get through the communal door and then you've got to get past my door. And the fact that I've got 4 locks on my door, it's going to take good force to get through my door.
Do you not get scared? Do you get scared about leaving your house though?
What do you mean about going away or?
No. When you leave your house, do you get scared at the fact that people have come to your house and you don't know who's waiting outside for you?
Like going out to the shop or something?
Yeah.
Absolutely not. Not at all. I'm on a busy road. It's all cameraed up. My flat's all cameraed up inside and out. So whatever was to happen, it'd all be on CCTV anyway. So if anything was to happen to me, you'll be getting done. You'd be going to jail for it.
Yeah.
If you put me in hospital, you'd be going to jail for it, 100%. I've got the whole of, it's full of shops. And it's all got cameras. The whole place is covered in cameras by here.
Yeah.
So I don't feel scared at all.
And that's good then. Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
I think if I lived in a quiet street, then possibly, maybe, I'd feel a bit, uneasy, a bit scared.
Yeah.
But the fact that there's a shitload of cameras.
Yeah.
What it is, isn't it?
Okay. So of all the creators on TikTok that have been in your kitchen, who have you liked the most?
You won't know him, and I wouldn't really call him a content creator, but Spencer, definitely. I've also had Tyrone in the kitchen.
Yeah, he's nice, Tyrone.
Yeah, it was alright, Tyrone.
Yeah. People think that Tyrone may be big on TikTok, but I do think it was the debates, but hey ho. Yeah, he's nice. He seems to, he tells the truth, and I think he does, he knows what he's doing, Tyrone.
Yeah.
But he's nice. People, what about Agnew?
Absolutely not.
No.
100% not. And I wouldn't say he's welcome back into my kitchen either.
Oh. What's happened with Agnew?
The first time he was okay. The second time he came round,
was that when he accused your dog of biting him?
Or was going to, and he stood up on my worktop.
I remember that.
And went to ring the police. And when he went to ring the police, that's when I started bawling my eyes out. And I locked Faithy away, even though I shouldn't have had to, but I did, just so he didn't ring the police. And I told him to get the fuck out my flat.
Yeah.
I've not seen him since.
I mean, what happened with Faithy? Did he just decide to... was he actually generally scared of Faithy? Or?
Faithy was like a little thing, and he used to be cute when she was younger, but maybe not so much now when she's older, but she like wags her tail. Sometimes she'll have a toy in her mouth, sometimes she won't, and she'll be like, woo.
Yeah.
And some people think, oh, growling.
Yeah.
That's Faithy going, hey!
But do you think he was generally scared, though, and he didn't realise?
I think what had happened is he had too much of Snowflake. He had way too much of that, and he became paranoid. He was paranoid over the comments of my live stream anyway, and then Faithy doing that was just a fucking icing on the cake.
Yeah.
A hypochondriac.
Okay, let's go on to the next question then. Have you ever been arrested?
Yeah, 100%.
Oh, have you been arrested many times, or once or twice?
Yeah. Maybe about 5 times.
5 times?
Possibly 6. Maybe.
What for?
Well, there was one time, garden robbing. Garden robbing.
What? You robbed someone's garden?
Rob people lights up the gardens.
Oh, for God's sake.
Sell them on.
Yeah.
There was a fair few times that it was like, was it breach of the peace, I think? And that was just like being out publicly, a bit too drunk, blah, blah, blah. Apart from one time, someone was trying to fucking get me, and she was pregnant as well, and she was trying to fucking chase after me. And I'm knocking on fucking people's doors, they're asking for fucking help.
Yeah.
And the police got called. I got arrested for it.
Oh. Were you drunk though at the time, kicking off?
Oh, we were all drunk. We were all drunk. Even the woman that was pregnant, she was drunk as well. What happened after that? Hang on, so I got arrested another 2 times after that, and that was because my ex went into a pub with a hammer. And because I was with him, I got arrested too. And then the time after that, it was because my ex had battered the shopkeeper.
How did you get arrested for that then?
I held the shop door open.
Oh, for God's sake.
I held the shop door open, but then I couldn't see no more. So I ran home, and he was still fucking... I can't be dealing with it.
Oh.
So I fucking ran home, fucking locked the doors.
Oh.
The police came in with a fucking big red key. I was on the toilet. I was having number 2. I was that fucking scared. I had number 2. So then the police had gone, because they thought it was like a shop robbery, and it wasn't. It was just A boyfriend of mine, an ex, had
Yeah.
battered him
Why did he bet him then? What happened?
because of something that happened previously.
Right. Okay. To do with you, I assume.
Yeah, not very good.
Yeah. Did he assault you? Did he?
Let's put it this way: the man in the shop got what was coming for him.
Yeah.
100%. 100%.
And what was the fourth time then?
No, I think that was it because there was 3 or 4 times that it was breach of the peace. The first time was the garden robbing, 3 or 4 times breach of the peace, and then 2 times of that.
Was the guy in the shop, was he injured?
No.
He wasn't. So he didn't need to go to hospital.
No, he was back working the next day.
Right.
Putting up at the flat.
Yeah. You've made many accusations on TikTok towards men. So do you feel that, because a lot of people say that you're a liar. Do you feel it's because it's been more than one person?
People can think what they want. Sometimes people just attract the wrong people, innit?
One kind of people.
I'm possibly one of those people that just attract the wrong kind of men.
Yeah.
Not everyone's been bad though. Not everyone that I can sit there and say, oh yeah, he's been like the worst. Blah, blah, blah. There is a lot of good people, and a lot of good people that have been in my flat and respected me, respected my flat. But I think a lot of people. I think a lot of people concentrate more on the negative rather than the positive people that have been here.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah. So going on to my next question, what about Rob? You made some accusations towards Rob.
1,000% true. 1,000% true. I was on the phone with my moderators. I was on the phone to ex-moderators now, by the way. And they've heard it firsthand, literally heard it firsthand. They've also had abuse off him. Oh, shut the fuck up. To the moderators. And I'm like, you can't speak to people like that.
Yeah.
Certain people know like how he was, the way he was speaking to people, and I think when he had too much to drink.
Sorry, did you say, who did you say?
A lot of people, like moderators, even like people in they knew, certain people knew the way he was. And I think it's because it's all down to the drink. There was the one time and he was acting very strange. I was smoking out the window in the bedroom and I was sat on the windowsill. He threatened to fucking push me off it. And you might laugh, but when you don't know someone, you're a bit... So every time he come towards me, I get down off the side. That was on a sub only live. That's how I got this thing up here.
Yeah.
I had like 2,000 subscribers at the time, and that's because people were so concerned, intrigued, wanting to know what was going to happen because of Robert.
Yeah. But did you not accuse him of SA? And did that happen?
I wouldn't so much say that I accused him of SA, but he did try it on with me, and I kept on telling him no and move your hand. He kept on wanting to do certain things, and I always told him no. To the point where I'd literally grab his hand and I'd fling it. No, Robert. And he'd just lay there, sit there in my bed and fucking laugh about it. But I think he was so drunk, he didn't know.
Yeah.
And it's no excuse either. And even the next day, I'd tell him about what he'd done the night before. He'd apologise. It's all great apologising, but then the next time that you're drunk, you try it on again.
Yeah. But what about the time that you hit him?
When?
Wasn't there a time that you hit Rob?
No, I don't think I've ever hit him. I pushed him. I've pushed him numerous times. I've pushed him when I found out that, you know, he's pinched Faithy, because he used to pinch her, Faith. Didn't think that was right. I've never actually hit him.
There was a video going around, I'm sure it was of Rob. Now, what was all that about? Can you explain that? Because it was...
I'm not sure what video you're going on about.
It was on the FYP, wasn't it?
I'm not
And people
sure.
could see it in the shadow. I'm sure that was Rob, wasn't it? And there was I think people were saying...
Bedroom.
Yeah.
I pushed him.
Oh, you pushed him.
I've never ever hit Rob, but I have pushed him numerous of times.
Yeah.
I'll do so to any single person that comes to my flat and, you know, tries to do things, say, you know, like Faithy, pinching Faithy. Yeah, fucking get away from her. Or even me. Fuck off. I've pushed him numerous of times,
Yeah.
but I've never once laid my hand on Robert. I think maybe that might have been what was in the reflection, because it's like the window, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So I maybe like fucking told him off and then fucking pushed him as well.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
People can think it's lies, but
How did you meet Rob?
TikTok, so he came into my box and he wanted to come to my flat. That's how it all.
Nice. People were saying you're lying that you did hit him.
I haven't hit him.
Yeah. What?
But then also it's like all these people cannot actually be certain of what happened, because all you see was a little shadow from a window across the side of a room. So all these people that are saying you're lying, you cannot sit there and be 100% sure what you're saying has happened. I pushed him. He didn't have a red eye.
Right. Okay.
I can swear on Faithy's life.
Right. I've got one more question, I think. Have I got one more question, I think? Let me have a look. Just not sure I've gone through them all. Let's see. I've got two more questions. So who do you like and dislike on TikTok?
Out of who?
Just anybody. Do you like it? Is there anyone you do like and dislike on TikTok?
I don't feel like I like anyone on TikTok. TikTok's just TikTok, innit?
I've actually got a few actually.
I couldn't sit there and say that I have like a friend on TikTok.
Yeah.
There's a fair few people that I dislike, and the people that I dislike is possibly all the same.
Yeah.
You know, like say Luke, misread. I know the question earlier on was, you know, Luke and misread. But
what's your relationship like with Brit Boy?
Non-existent.
Is it just TikTok content?
Yeah, it's all for TikTok. 100%.
Is it? Do you have any juicy gossip on anyone?
Like who?
Anyone?
Not that
that people do not know about.
no, not that I can think of right now. I end up fucking kicking myself later thinking, oh yeah, got fucking juicy gossip on this person. But no, I don't, I'm not like other people. I don't sit there and have full on conversations with content creators or like the people that gift me. I try and distance myself. That's why I've got a Discord, so if anyone wants to speak to me, you know, at least it's all in Discord and there's a lot of people in there. Otherwise people start accusing you of saying this, that and the other. And I've had that done before, previously, and it's not even been me, it's been people.
People are saying in the comments Emma Lampy. I don't know who that is.
Oh, Lumpy. Couldn't stand her. Can't stand her at all.
I don't even know who that is.
I wish you well now, like, but I still can't stand the fucking woman. And I think that's because they're the same as you, you know, when you get a bit drunk and you say a few things and...
Oh, lumpies. Oh.
But it's no big deal. So every time I'd say things maybe for a laugh. Not always was it for a laugh. Sometimes, yeah, I really did need to apologise, but it came down to like near enough every day. And I haven't apologised to this person. And then people in the comments are like, why are you apologising for saying this? It's only minor. It's only a little thing. Why are you apologising?
Yeah.
So from that time, she said, oh, but you know, we went battle on TikTok. I said, yeah, fair enough. So I unfollowed her. Because me being me, once I have a couple of drinks, I'll end up fucking requesting. So, to take away all temptation of trying to request, I unfollowed her. All her hell fucking broke loose. And that's how the argument started.
Right.
Through that.
Yeah.
And then after that, she rang the police on me. The police gave me a warning. They told me to stop speaking about her, and I said to the police, well, do me a favour, do the same thing to her because she's constantly in my fucking business. And she carried on in my business. Every person that disliked me, she was in the box, sat there talking about me, but I couldn't actually speak about her because the police told me not to.
Right. I don't even have an opinion on that because I don't know who that is.
There's someone that I used to go live with quite a while back.
Right. Okay. Let's go to the next question. Do you think Corey used you and took a lot of your viewers?
I don't think he took a lot of my viewers, no, because people always, you know, they've got their own personality, they've got their own live stream, and if people want to watch Corey, then, you know, people can watch Corey.
Do you think he used you for a platform, you know, to get reviews?
I don't know, because one time, you know, I sort of look up to Corey as, like, you know, as someone that I could speak to, and he did make a lot of sense. We used to have phone calls off the app, and then sometimes I might not have spoke as much, but it made, like, to me, it fucking make a lot of sense to me. I wouldn't. Maybe if that was his game, it was his game, but I'd like to think that he didn't use me for my views, and I wouldn't sit there and say that he did.
Oh yeah, he did.
People go to where they want to go to. It's like Mad Hatter. Mad Hatter was on, 10, 20 views, and then came and met me. And then she was on like 1,000 views. But if you can't hold the room, it goes down pretty fast.
Yeah. I mean, you know what? He says the same thing. It's about holding the views. But however, I do feel that there are some people that do use people for a platform. Do you know what I mean? And I think he was one of them. I don't think he was helping
Do
you.
you think anyone could actually use someone for a platform though? Because if you,
I think you can, because some people are not known on TikTok until they jump in your box or until you do a battle with them, because they can't get the views on their own. By starting at zero. Do you know what I mean? By creating an account and starting from fresh, they need to.
Like there's Rob then, because Rob, when he went live after coming out of mine, he used to get like 700-800 maybe, and then it possibly go down to like 400, 300,
Yeah.
400.
Yeah, I think it's just a leg up in it.
Yeah.
Because without himself, you and EQ, I don't think he would have got it. I don't think he would have made it.
Mm-hmm. But then also the same with gifters as well.
Yeah.
Sometimes people only gift because they want to get recognised. The likes of Barker.
Yeah.
He only gifted because he sat there doing absolutely jack shit. He's in fucking up in the fucking sticks. No surroundings. They're shot like half an hour, 40 minutes away. What does he do? He goes on TikTok and fucking gifts people. And then you like that person because they're thinking, thank you so much. It's all fake. The whole fucking TikTok.
Yeah.
The majority of people on TikTok, they're fake.
Because what's the biggest?
And don't ever sit there because people are gifting someone and then building a relationship. You're only building a relationship over because they're sending you money.
Yeah.
You like to keep them on sides.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
That's what I think anyway.
Okay, I've got the last question. I might 2 more questions. What's the worst someone has done to you on TikTok? Oh, one more after this.
I couldn't even tell you what the worst someone's done, because a lot of people have done the utmost on TikTok, and the majority of people have made me really upset, and then still sat there and laughed whilst I'm bawling my eyes out. And I'm sat here with a fucking razor in my hand, doing things, and they still sat there laughing.
Yeah.
I could not sit there and tell you which person is the worst because I think they're all as bad as each other, and that's why I've sort of taken myself away from all these people, and I'm just on my own. I hardly do battles no more.
Yeah.
Because I'm so afraid that someone's going to trigger me to the point where that I'm just going to end up burst out into tears again on social media, and I'll be back at fucking rock bottom.
Yeah. It's brutal, isn't it? Social media.
You have to be thick-skinned, and I mean I've been going live since COVID times, and that was a Facebook. And I should be used to it all by now. I think I've sort of am. But it's crazy place.
Yeah. But that's going to be my next question. Does the trolling affect you? Does it affect you? That was it. Does it affect you, trolling?
Not as much anymore, but it used to.
Yeah.
I try and just people say things about Marcus, it just goes over my head.
Why have you changed though? Because like I said, you used to get a lot of views. You're not getting those views anymore because obviously you're not there, meeting strange men and all this, like you were saying. But you have actually changed as well. What's made you change your behaviour?
I'm 33. I'm 34 this year as well, and it's. I don't want to be at a certain age and still be doing all this shit all over TikTok. It's not my life. It's not what I'm supposed to be, who I'm supposed to be. I don't want to be sitting there getting upset and butchering my arm every time fucking someone upsets me, because that's the only way for me to release my pain.
Yeah.
It's disgusting.
Mm.
You're better off being,
Yeah, and absolutely good for you.
in a good frame of mind, and if that means not going live with certain people, I still battle a lot of things daily, and I don't know when it's gonna be, but I can fucking feel something that will happen, and I'm gonna end up fucking burst out into tears or something like that at some point. Hopefully not on TikTok. I've said it a couple of days ago as well.
Yeah.
I can feel myself falling back into a certain place, and I don't want to be doing that.
Yeah.
But that's without people. That's just me by myself. It's me on my own.
Yeah.
But it's possibly a little bit more easier because, I think that if I go on with the wrong person and someone says the wrong thing, I'm just going to end up crying. And I don't think I'll stop.
I think your mental health is more important, though.
I really don't think that I'd stop crying if someone was to say something to me at this moment in time.
Yeah, I think your mental, like I said, your mental health is more important than TikTok. And I think people...
Things in, being here in this fucking flat is one of those things. I'm sick of the sight of fucking four walls. I hate it.
Yeah. Do you think certain people bully you, like the Facebook Mr. Madness? Because they're always posting on you, aren't they, on Facebook?
100%. And one thing that I'll say about those people is if anything happens to me, just know that there's I've written a note out possibly about a year ago, and it's still in this property, somewhere in this property, but I've written out a note because at that time I felt so I was at rock bottom. Somewhere in this flat, I won't say where, is a note. So if something ever happens to me, let's just hope the fucking police get that note. Because it'll have a lot of people on there that has done me fucking harm. I don't want to, and I've touched what I fucking never do.
Yeah, but don't ever think that. You know what I mean? Because social media is brutal, and there's I don't understand why people have to keep watching. If you don't like someone, just move on, just block that person. But it's social media.
When I was with Spencer, and one day I found myself stood there on a bridge.
Do you have those negative thoughts?
100%. Always. He tries to block it out, but 100%.
Yeah, but I think you need to remember you've got a lot of people on here. I don't know about your life, your personal life. But you do have your mum.
Yeah, a lot of people sit there and say, oh, got you. You can message me anytime, and loads of people say that. But when it comes down to it, you sat there on your bed, bawling your eyes out. You're not going to sit there and message someone, are you? I'm feeling a bit low.
Yeah, but you've got people...
You're not going to do it. Unless it was on a live stream and it was there in the moment, then possibly you'd tell on the live stream. But apart from that, you wouldn't go ahead and message one of your followers and randomly tell them that you're feeling low. I find that a bit strange. I've sat there and I've felt okay on TikTok, but then I came off TikTok and I've actually on the crisis team. But I've been so brave to like keep it all together on TikTok whilst I've been live, and as soon as I came off, I have cried. And I've gone straight for the crisis team. That's why I had to have a couple of weeks ago, I had to have an appointment, a mental health review with the doctor. But nothing fucking really came of that. It was a waste of an appointment, to be honest.
Yeah.
He basically gave me a number that I could have got from Google myself. Now me being
They're saying that if you manage to, phone the crisis team, that's brilliant. You know what I mean? You can phone a friend,
But that's also when I am quite drunk when I do ring the crisis team.
Yeah.
And honestly, I can't remember what I've said or what I've been saying.
Yeah.
But all your emotions come out as well when you've been drinking, don't you? So you can't really handle your emotions when you've been drinking.
It's the worst thing to do, isn't it? Drink when you feel that way.
Whereas when you're not drinking, you can sort of handle them a little bit better.
Yeah. But it's good that you do phone them. Do you know what I mean? When you feel that way, absolutely. But you got your Discord as well, and you got people on there, haven't you, that you can talk to. So that's good.
Yeah, but even I've got snakes in Discord as well, so it's like you can't really
you feel you can't really trust people?
I've got a Discord group and I've also got an Instagram group. Yes, possibly I could go into the Instagram group and speak to those, but
yeah, I can't.
It is what it is, though, isn't it?
Yeah, but you got a lot of supporters. Do you know what I mean? You got a lot more supporters than most people. So it's just reaching out to someone when you feel that way. Do you know what I mean? But alcohol doesn't help. But I do understand where you're coming from, because alcohol helps for them at that moment. When you're feeling a certain way, whether you're feeling down or whatever, it does lift you up.
Yeah, but then once you get
once you go over.
I think once you get too drunk
with
the alcohol, then you just can't control your emotions. And it all comes out.
Yeah, it's alcohol is okay for
you self-medicate to try and be happy and drink alcohol, but then at the end of it, when you're like, woo, fucking bawling your eyes out, it brings out your emotions.
Yeah, but that's the alcohol, isn't it? It's not to get too over that limit. Yeah.
You try to mask the pain, but then towards the end of you're like, woo! You're fucking blowing your eyes out.
I mean, someone's put in the comments, I hope people give Ems a chance and a new start. I mean, I hope that as well. I hope that, a new start, a new beginning for you, Ems. Absolutely. And you have really opened up tonight, so I do appreciate it.
I ain't a bad person. There's a lot of people that think that I am the worst person ever, but I think once people get to know me on a personal level, which is I cut off what you get to know on TikTok to me personally. I got doors you ain't getting to me.
I think with you, I think with you is because obviously I know things that your viewers don't know, if you don't mind me saying, and I think people would understand that. Do you know what I mean? As to how you sometimes are today. Does that make sense?
I think people don't understand a lot of things, and people don't know a lot of things. And I do keep a lot of things bottled up, and people think that they know everything about me, but they don't.
Yeah.
I know sometimes I do come across rude. I come across obnoxious, horrible, evil, but I'm not. Once people actually...
Why do you think you come across that way? Why do you say the things that you say, though? Is that because it's
Because I think because I put on a brave face on TikTok, and I think because I go at the trolls as well. I go a lot at the trolls, and then if someone could say something about Faithy, but I'll say something back. As soon as I say something back, wow!
yeah.
I can't believe you just said that. Well, this person just said something about Faith. So why
I know that you look after your dog. I've always said that you look after your dog. People say that about my dog as well. I mean, no offense to you, the dog is not starving.
I love the bones of Faithy. I think people's problem is because she doesn't go for like proper walks.
Yeah, but she's 14. People don't understand she's old.
With a dog that's riddled with arthritis, and she's quite old as well. Not all dogs at the same age are the same. It's like not all people. You could have a 65-year-old barely walking. You could have a 65-year-old that's fucking going out in town, wow! Who knows?
Yeah, but my dog was the same. He was 16. He's a little Yorkie. Your dog's a Staffy. He's 14? So she's quite old. So, and at that age, they just don't want to stay. They don't really want to walk. I had to carry my dog to the park. He didn't want to.
I think it'd be worse now with Faith because it's coming into winter. She won't go out in winter. She'll quick piss, shit, back in. She won't be fucking walking down the road.
I mean, people go on about her breathing, but my dog was the same at 16. It was upper respiratory problem here, but she wasn't he wasn't uncomfortable.
There's nothing wrong with Faithy's breathing.
No, that's
the vets have, checked the breathing. There's nothing wrong with the breathing. I think because a lot of people forget that she's a Staffy. Staffies do have like quite, I wouldn't say heavy, but very loud breathing.
Yeah. No, my dog had the same at times, and it was to do with his upper respiratory or something like that. But he had that sometimes as well.
Let me. Where is she?
No.
She's in bed.
Easy.
She's there.
Oh. Yeah.
Great.
All I can say is she's definitely not starving.
Do you know why that is though? Why she's like so overweight? It was through steroids.
Yeah. Right.
No, she's not allowed steroids no more because she's got kidney disease.
Right.
So
she's also older, isn't she? You know, when you're older and you're not walking as much, you're going to put on a bit of weight as well. People say no exercise, but my dog was the same, guys. I had to carry my dog to the park, and when he got to the park, he didn't walk. I had to carry him home. He didn't walk. It's old age.
So, Faith, you'll go to places, but then it's coming back, and you have to sort of carry because she'll get like.
Yeah, my dog.
I've actually got a photo there of Chloe and Chloe having to carry her when I was in Accrington. Went to a park because the park was only across the road. So I went in there. I had to go up the massive hill. She was knackered. And Chloe, played with her, the ball. Coming back, Chloe had to carry her. And Chloe, played with her, the ball. Coming back, Chloe had to carry her. Because she was so like.
That must have been quite a bit, because she's quite a big dog, isn't she? Oh, she's lovely, and I don't know why people keep saying that, about her breathing and this and that. I know that you do take care of that dog.
I was surprised that you've not asked about Accrington.
Who? What's that about?
Can I go to the toilet quickly?
Oh yeah, go to the toilet and come, and then when you come back, tell me about it. We have a little 2-minute interval. Don't forget the gifts, guys, and the gifts. Why aren't the gifts coming in? Let's go. I've got one more question after this. Doesn't walk for it. Yeah. I don't know why people keep going about a dog for because, I'd rather see a dog that's overweight than underweight, do you know what I mean? And I think when you're old, you don't walk, as much. So you're going to put on the weight. My dog was the same, didn't walk at all. I carried him just for fresh air, but I carried him everywhere. Didn't want to walk. He was old. So we're going to have a little interval, wait for her to get back, guys. Let me go through my questions, make sure I've asked them all. And that one, and that one, so that. Yes. Oh, yeah, I'm on the last page. So what was you just saying there, Ems?
If you've got no questions to ask me about that, then it's fine.
Well, no, I'd like to know now because I don't know anything about that, but yeah, fire away.
Well, sometimes when some people have the utmost to say on TikTok about my dog and then also offer £500 to get my dog put down, knowing full well that she doesn't need to be put down. I didn't do nothing.
Oh, I did hear about that, but because you told me not to speak on Faithy, I never wrote put any questions down about the dog.
Could have done.
Yeah, but you told me. Yeah, but you told me not to ask about Faithy. You see, not to ask any questions about Faithy. So I didn't put any. I didn't write any questions down about your family and your dog.
So yeah, some random woman started speaking the utmost about Faithy. She put £500. Willing to pay £500 towards Faithy getting put down. And she was going about it for months and months and months, doing videos after videos after videos. And I knew at the end of it was for clout, because she'd also Marcus Ends, thank you so much for all the followers, blah, blah, blah.
Wow. Why does she want to put her down?
Well, because apparently that she thinks that Faithy is no longer capable of doing things or walking or living.
When she gets old, when she gets old, should we say someone should put her down?
So then she thought that Faithy needed to be put down, and she was willing to put £500 on the table to get Faithy put down.
Wow, that's crazy.
I didn't do that. I did not do nothing. We already had the place booked for Accrington. Now the said person lives in Accrington.
Wow, that's crazy.
So we went past her house. I got out the car. Then I took a photo outside the fucking property.
Oh,
didn't do nothing. I didn't do nothing. I know that she's got kids inside the property. I would never have done nothing. So I took a photo.
Yeah.
Fucking hell. Her fucking daughter was only in a fucking car. Outside.
No.
Got out the car. What are you doing?
Oh.
We started laughing. Got back in the car. Rode round a few times. Went back up. Fucking hell. There's this person.
Oh, what's happening now?
The woman.
Pose.
She started chasing after our car. We started chasing after the car.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna get you! On a fucking live stream.
Oh my God.
The only thing that happened from that is that we got one of their accounts permanently banned.
Yeah.
From that.
That's crazy. Oh my.
Then she sat there for like a week later making videos. I'm gonna get Ems, I'm gonna get Chloe, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. Blah blah blah. Well, no, you're not.
Crazy though.
And then you've got a lot of other people saying, oh, Emma's going to go into hiding now. You won't see her at her property for months now. I came back the day that I came back, which was, I think it was a Sunday or a Saturday I came back. I came live the next day. I was in my property and I've been in my property ever since. No one's turned up. Hopefully it's died down. But I did see today that that person was in your live stream.
Oh, was she?
Yeah. Big enough,
What's her name?
Christine. Diane.
Christine, that was in my box.
No, she went in your box, but she was big enough, Christine, that was in your box.
Oh, well, I was going to say Christine's in America. Right, okay. Yeah, well, what was she said she was anyway. Oh. What the hell? Oh, my God. Stalker alert, stalker alert.
You don't sit there and continuously talk about Faithy and then put £500 on Faithy's head for it to be put down for no reason whatsoever. When I've shown you proof that Faithy is not ready to be put down. Yeah, she might be old, but she is not ready to be put down.
No.
And you can me.
Yeah.
I didn't do that. I could have done something. I could have not have done what I did, and I could have done something else late at night, but I didn't. I chose for it, to be a bit of banter. I took a photo outside the property. I think I've still got it on my phone.
Oh, that's funny.
If you let me find
it. Actually, before I forget, a question: did you egg Miss Red's house?
First time. The first time it ever happened when she had a skip outside her home.
Yeah.
Because I do get now that other people have done certain things. The first time it wasn't me. It was other people. Yeah, I did pay for that to happen, but then equally Corey had paid someone to do that back to me, so it still is fucking tit for tat, innit?
I can't believe people pay to go house egged. That's crazy. That is kind of crazy. What about the most recent one? Do you know who that was that egged her house? The most recent one. That was a few weeks.
No idea.
Yeah,
no idea.
I just think she's done that as
well. I only noticed. I only knew because Evil Queen put it on her story, and even I sat there and thought, was that ages ago or is that now?
Yeah.
But it was there and now.
Yeah, I think
it was It was quite some time, and yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a little bit leggy, yeah. So I've got one more.
It shouldn't have happened, but it did. I think some people shouldn't sit there and speak about me. I think some people shouldn't affect my mental health, and some people are very unhappy about it. Yeah. And the people that were unhappy about it, I said, well, I'll give you this much if you do it.
Yeah. What's the eggs, man? All you need to do is wash it off. I don't know you know what I mean? Weird. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. Well, apparently Simon had to fucking go out at fucking bells in the morning to fucking jet wash it off. Because it weren't just on the fucking bottom window, it was on the fucking top window as well. Yeah.
But whatever's happened now, I wouldn't, I don't think I'd do that again.
No.
I don't know why. I was just a bit
at the end of the day, at the end of the day, the way I see it, if she was that concerned, she'd come off TikTok. And
it was also I think it was also very wrong.
Family.
It was very wrong of me to, I wouldn't say do that because I didn't do it, But it
Yeah.
was wrong.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think anyone should be going to people's houses, but you know.
But then when like certain people say the most,
Yeah, but you know, at the end of the day, it takes the freedom of speech away. Do you know what I mean? At the end of the day, even if it might not be nice what they've said, and I always say, if you're too sensitive, get off TikTok.
but then you've got freedom of speech. But then you've also so there's a fine line. You've got freedom of speech, then you've got bullying.
Yeah.
You've got full-on fucking bullying. When someone's getting a load of people in the box to speak about one person, it's like 6 or 7 on one person. It's bullying. We can all have our freedom of speech, but when you sat there making someone feel a certain way and making someone feel like, you know, they want to harm themselves.
Yeah, I get what people are saying, but I do believe that, you know, with especially with what happened to Charlie Kirk, you know, to be unalive for freedom of speech. I think freedom of speech in this country is very important, even if it's beef, bullying, whatever it may be. You know, I'm a true believer where you go to the police or you just
Bullying's not okay, and the police don't do shit.
Yeah, I know, but you can't make the
You
will
know
or
for a fact that the police don't do absolutely fuck all.
and I get what you're saying, but you just can't take the law into your own hands, and I just don't agree with anyone going to people's houses. Do you know what I mean? Freedom of speech is what we have in this country. It might not be a lot nice that you like, but then that's the time.
I also got my. I also that night got my desserts because I got egged as well.
Yeah, well, yeah. So it's now tit for tat. But it wasn't from by Miss Red. It was from Corey, wasn't it? Which he had nothing to. You know, I don't know why he decided to get involved. But
because obviously he likes Miss Red, innit?
Yeah, I don't understand that. It's like pack bullying, a pack mentality, isn't it? You know, when they're like a pack of vultures. You know, I am a believer. It's one-on-one and one-on-one only. I'm very old school, but I think these days it's like you pick on my friend, I'm going to pick on you. It's pathetic. And I just think, you know, if it's not one-on-one and you want to get involved and jump on like vultures, then it's like it's like a pack of wolves. So we've got one more question for you then, Ems. What's the most controversial?
Sorry, hang on. So that's the photo that I taken.
Oh yeah.
Wasn't doing no one any harm. It was just me.
Yeah. Oh, for God's sake. Yeah. Right, one more question. What's the most controversial opinions you have that will surprise your viewers? Or your
There's a lot. So right now it's about all these people that are coming to the UK and the people that are in the hotels. They're going to go for children into nurseries, primary schools, and I said it from day one, and hardly anyone believed me. Well, I hope now you sort of fucking believe me.
But I just feel that you can't go based on one situation, one individual. I just don't think you can put everyone in the same basket.
Absolutely.
Because, you know, immigration has nothing to do with...
I will sit there and treat everyone as one of those.
Yeah, but I get what you're saying, but what I'm saying is... immigrants is not about race. It's about, you know, an immigrant could be white, could be from any country, right? But I do feel that some people, when they think of immigration, they think of someone that's non-white. You know, and I don't think you can put everyone in the same basket because a lot of them want to come here maybe, you know, for a better life. Don't blame them. That's the government's fault. I think the country's too full. Don't get me wrong. But that's the only reason I have a problem with immigration is that the country's too full, not because of crime. Yeah. But I just don't think you can put them in the same basket, everyone in the same basket. Do you know what I mean? Because not everyone's the same.
But I will.
Yeah.
I 100% will, because you don't know who you can trust and who you don't trust.
I mean, I do feel that, you know, we don't want to contribute.
Yeah, so when all these people are protesting, outside one hotel, and then, like, you know, hating on all the people in that hotel, but it's the same thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
You don't know who's good, who's bad. But
You know what, Ems,
when you've sat there and heard a lot of things, do you know they've got, what's it called? They've got fucking body bags at the ready. They've ordered them all in. Something bad is going to go down. I might not be saying the correct words, but something is going to go down.
You know what, though, Em? Can I just say something?
The government has ordered, what's it called? It's not fucking what I've just said. Is it fertility something?
You know what, I'm the first one, to talk on immigration, because I've always said this country's too full. But that's my only issue. It's too full, with the NHS is struggling, all those kind of things. But crime rate, I don't want us to, to be contributed to what we're going through now, because, we've got a lot of crime in this country. We don't want to contribute to it. But however, you don't want to cause a divide where it becomes like a race war. You know what I mean? Because immigrants can be of any colour. That's what people need to remember.
Well, that's what is going to happen.
Yeah.
You've got all these people,
I do see a race. Yeah, but what I'm saying is I do see it being more of a race war now, and it shouldn't be anything to do with race. It's nothing to do with race. And I do feel that there are some people that think it's race, usually not white people that are coming into this country and they're committing crime. We don't want to contribute to it, but however, we cannot cause that divide. Do you know what I mean? It's not all immigrants that are committing crimes. One thing, Angie, you've gone by one or two immigrants that maybe committed crime, and you're putting everyone in the same basket. And there's a lot of people that do come to this country that do want to just live peacefully, which I would do the same if I was them. To be fair, I'd want a better life for my family, but however, I do think this country is full. That's my issue.
Half of these people that fucking come around, row your boat, they're fucking making fucking BOMBs and stuff like that, They're going to schools and go, whoa! Like the Southport. A lot of people are very fucking angry about the Southport.
I'll
tell you one thing. That's how the riots started, because of the Southport incident.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is I'm worried about it causing a divide where immigrants are going to be attacked. And I just feel that we cannot allow immigrants to be, violently attacked, verbally attacked, because a lot of immigrants that do come to this country they do want peace. Maybe some of them do take the piss. Don't get me wrong. Yes, some of them are coming with no children, no family, no wives, men. Don't get me wrong, but they're not all criminals, and we need to remember that. We don't want to cause a divide.
Keep us safe and keep the children safe as well.
Yeah, but you're saying about keeping the children safe, but they're not all criminals. You're putting them all in the same basket. You don't want to be causing a divide, because that's dangerous. Because I would
stick them all in the same basket because you can't fucking trust them all.
But this is not for me. The immigrants. When I talk about immigration, I'm talking about this country being full. I'm not talking about crime. I've never spoken about immigrants coming here committing crime, because you're putting them in the same basket, and you can't do that. You're causing a divide.
It's not also about that. It's them getting everything and everything. Come to England.
I do. Well, that's our government, right? That's our government.
The hotel.
What you're doing wrong here?
I'll give you money. I'll give you a phone, internet, money for your phone.
But what you're doing? But that's the government. That's nothing to the immigrants that are coming to this country. Yeah, but
So the people that have benefits,
that's
they get that treatment.
But Ems, that's to do with our government. That's not to do with immigrants. And we've got to remember, be careful. We don't attack the immigrants that come to this country. That's the government. That's the people you want to. I, in some ways, do agree. I do feel that, with the benefit, system and the housing, and some degree, I do get what you're saying. However, that's to do with the government. And you've got to remember, you don't want to be attacking the immigrants that come here, because a lot of them are coming for a peaceful life. I'm not saying all are, maybe all are, but you don't want to cause that divide where immigrants are being attacked for no reason. Do you know what I mean? A lot of them just want a peaceful life and want a better life. I don't blame them. I don't blame them.
We'll wait until more happens, because a lot more is going to happen.
But guys, can I also say about flying the flag? People say we can't fly a flag in our own country and things. I do understand what you're saying, but recently I have noticed recently where someone will fly a flag when you're talking about politics or talking about racism, and that could come across like you're intimidating someone, where you're saying you're non-white, get out of the country. Do you get what I'm saying? And that's what I have noticed in the last few days. I'm not saying don't fly your flag. Absolutely, be proud of your country. Yes, fly the flag. But it really does depend when you fly that flag. Do you know what I mean?
Aren't you getting arrested now for putting your own flag up, an England flag? Are you not getting arrested for that? No.
I find this quite scary, I'm not going to lie. I find it quite scary.
So when the news have sat there and said about war this, war that, the only war that we're going into will be civil war, and that's the UK fighting back.
Well, can I give you an example what I mean by you can't want about flying the flag? I'm not saying you can't fly the flag. Yes, you should be able to fly the flag. That I do agree with. But what I'm saying is if someone is talking about a certain subject, for example, if we're talking about politics and we're talking about immigration, or not so much immigration, if we're talking about, I'm just trying to explain it. If we're talking about a certain subject where we're talking about, I'm trying to think, like race. We're talking about race, and people are then putting up the flag, right? So that could look like you're intimidating that person. Say if I've got someone in the box, you're intimidating them now, because you're basically saying, get out, this is our country. I'm saying it depends how you fly that flag. I'm not saying you cannot fly it. Does that make sense what I'm saying?
But the police and that are saying you cannot fly this flag regardless.
Well, no, I don't agree with that. I think people should fly the flag, absolutely.
I'm not sure what's going to happen.
Put it this way: say if you put someone in the box that's Muslim, and you got a Muslim person in the box, right? There's no flags here. No one's putting up no flags. You suddenly put a Muslim person in the box, and then next minute everyone's flying the flags. Everyone's putting the little flag emoji, flag England, right? You say you can fly the flag, absolutely, but that could look like you're intimidating that person in that box that's Muslim. Do you get what I'm saying? So that could come across quite racist. Does that make sense what I'm saying? As people, as when and how people are flying the flag.
The world would be a better place. The world would be a better place.
When you put the flag emoji in, because you have a Muslim person in your box, you're saying get out. That person may feel intimidated when people are putting England flag in. Why would you do that? Why would you do that when suddenly? Why would you do that suddenly when, say, for example, a Muslim person is in the box?
If these people are,
I don't know if I'm explaining something. Well,
if these people are in our country, though, and there's a lot of bad things that's happening now.
Muslim's not a race. I'm not saying it's a race. I'm just saying it could come across like you're intimidating that person.
I don't want to be sitting here in a couple of months to go, and it will take a couple of months for civil war to happen. The police can't do nothing about a civil war, and that's a lot of people in the UK are angered by what's going on. So you've seen the riots a couple of years ago. Now we're going to go into civil war.
Hey, do you see now the racism's in the comments? So when I mentioned a Muslim person coming in the box, the racism starts.
People shouldn't be like that, though.
It's getting dangerous. This is what I'm saying. It's getting dangerous. And you know, whatever religion you are, race you are, people should be feeling safe.
Yeah, but when you come into the UK and you've got these people that are getting handouts and you've got AK fucking, is it 47?
It's not an opinion. It's hate. That's not an opinion. This is my point. It's not an opinion. It's not freedom of speech when you're inciting hate. That's not freedom of speech.
47. All these hotels, they're getting deliveries.
There you go. Islam does not belong in this country. All these
hotels, all these little businesses that have had to put up with certain people, they're getting deliveries, and apparently these deliveries have got AK, as I said, I'm pretty sure it's called AK-47s.
What?
And then you know what's going to fucking happen? If anyone's seen it,
by calling people that. What am I calling people? I'm reading the comments. It's what's in these comments. I'm calling out racism that I see in these comments. Someone has just said Islam does not belong in this country. I'm calling out racism here in these comments.
The only people that fucking belong in this country is
I read that arrow.
Us British. 100%.
Yeah, but you know what? British people can be of any colour, any religion, right? But people are putting racist comments here. But if you want to fly the flag, absolutely fly the flag. No one's saying not to. I mean, I'm proud of this. I'm British.
Not no one's saying not to, because the police are saying not to. And you will get arrested if you fucking flying the fucking flag.
Yeah.
I think that's wrong. Flying a flag.
I just don't know ones. I don't know.
Get for it.
Yeah. I honestly don't know what I'm seeing. I feel quite, it's disgusting, some of the comments here. But I'm going to go now because I had a brilliant interview. Thank you so much, Ems.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I think it was good. It was good. Thank you, everybody, for your time.
I felt really awful for you yesterday when DG did what he did, to be honest.
Oh, yeah, and there's a lot of men on here that like to bully women. Oh, well. Yeah.
Hopefully, more of your interviews go successful as well.
Yeah. Thank you, Ems. Thank you so much for your time. And don't forget, give Ems a follow, guys. So I'll see you later. Thank you, everybody.
Good night. God bless.
Bye.